The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. This thing is absolutely amazing. And after using it now for quite some time, here's some hidden features I had no idea that existed. I bet most of you guys didn't either. So here's everything cool about the Z6 Flip. First of all, did you know in the camera app, if you select video and you enter flip mode, if you notice, the side over here turns into like a handheld camcorder. So you can basically hold the video camera like this, like those old school classic ones from back in the day. And you see that all your important settings are located right here to pause, stop the video recording, and you have access to your slider, which if you long hold, you'll actually have the ability to zoom in and zoom out. That's freaking cool. In addition to that, if I go ahead and pop open the camera, stop this video recording, if you tap the more tab right here, you have access to all these other amazing tools. And if it's a tool that you use the most, like night mode for example, you're always free to just click and drag it and tap save to add it a part of your shortcuts right here. But that's not what I like to show you. You see, you do have a dual record ability where you can select the many different cameras that this phone has. So we have our ultra wide or our wide camera or our front cameras, allowing you to record two things at once. So if you're trying to do like a live reaction to something, when you select OK, dual record is enabled. Select record, and it's showing you a preview from the front camera and the back. So if you're recording out in public, you can record your facial expressions as well as what you're seeing in real time. Or even better, if you stop this recording, select the two cameras again, you can do both wide or your ultra wide camera at the same time. It even shows you a little preview up here on what those two cameras are looking at. But that's not all. If you are a one person camera crew, if we exit out of here, if depending on the mode, but I'm just going to select photo as an example. If you enter flip mode, and by tapping this section right here, this will allow not only to see the front facing camera, will like show you exactly what the camera up here is showing you in the front viewfinder right here, but it also supports gestures. So by simply doing this with your hand, we'll start a 5-second timer to take a quick photo selfie. Perfect and ideal for like group photos. And since it folds up like this, you do not need a tripod. You can just rest it on any flat surface and just put yourself in frame. But did you know in the video function, you can still do those same exact things, but when you enter flip mode, there is a tool right here for autofocus. So now autofocus is enabled. Turn on your front camera screen for the viewfinder. You'll soon see that the camera will begin following you. Ideal for like sports or things you just like to show off to your audience. So I can move to the right or left and the camera will actually continue to follow me, and it will use its unique sensors to zoom in and zoom out smoothly accordingly, like as if you were using an actual gimbal. And this is all possible possibly thanks to the 12 gigabytes of RAM that the Flip Z has. That's not really well talked about. And then our last nifty feature can be located in the more section, because you do have the capability to download the raw data settings. So if you are a photographer or you're somebody who just loves to play with like raw data in real time when it comes to shooting photos, you definitely need to download this from the Galaxy Store. As you saw, I just simply tap download on the camera app. I don't have to go to the store itself, and it installs instantly, and this unlocks abilities that will allow you to gather more data for when you're shooting, and will give you your raw data information right above here. And you can always toggle between the different viewpoints, the ISO speed, the ISO overall, the focus, and your white balance as well. Now, yes, this phone does have the capability to wirelessly charge other devices. It's that simple as simply just unlocking your device, going down to your control panel, and just enable or add wireless power charging. And by simply enabling this, just pull out your phone, it's telling us it's ready to charge, flip it, grab another device like your friend's iPhone and just place it in the back center and it will wirelessly charge their device, of course. But the Galaxy Watch, unfortunately, you are unable to do that. All thanks to the hardware sensors that the new Galaxy Watch has access to now. So it doesn't allow us to wireless charge, but this is a 4,000 milliamp hour battery that's built into this phone. So don't forget that this USB-C port down here can give out power by connecting it and just charge whatever device you need to charge, like a portable power bank. That's a little forgotten feature a lot of people tend to forget. So just because it doesn't have wireless charging support on all devices doesn't mean you can't just treat your phone as a portable power bank. And whenever you're watching your content on your lock page, if you install good locks, which I done a whole video example, which you can go ahead and watch right there or after this video on that other tips and tricks video. But if you have good lock installed and you like to watch a YouTube video, but you're watching it here, but then you decide you want to go into like tabletop mode, but this display doesn't turn on, just constantly tap the display and we'll quickly switch back to the front display, turning off the inner display. So if you ever put it on tabletop mode, just spam the screen or tap the power button to override it to immediately turn it on. But when in flex mode, the little flex mode tool should pop up right down here. Remember, if it gets in the way, you can always click and drag it, but of course you could tap on it to enter flex mode, just like this. And it'll give you a quick access to a scroll wheel to like scroll down and stuff, and a little mouse cursor as well. And if you ever lock your device, your lock page actually has support for widgets. You can access it by tapping on the clock of your phone, and you'll have access to your widgets control right here. If you like to rearrange them, you can always just tap settings. And you'll have your ability to include weather, today's schedule, or tap reorder to recategorize it to your personal preference. So your lock page does have widgets, not just your home page. Then if you ever receive an incoming call, let's say, I don't know this caller, could be a telemarketer or something like that, use Call Assistant. With Call Assistant, you could text to call, so you don't have to manually pick up the call. So by doing this, you could basically just ask AI to take over the call in case you're unsure if it's a spam marketer or somebody annoying and you just don't want to talk to. You could reply back to them like this, where you could have AI tell them, is this urgent? Can I call you later? Repeat that again. And in real time, it'll transcribe it right there in front of you. So you can say, who are you? And then using virtual voice assistant, the virtual voice system would just say, just to clarify, who are you? And you could say, repeat that. It's really advanced. And then later on, you could do like your manual replies if you want to text something, or you could then decide to actually pick up the call. But if we go back out of here and continue back to Call Assist, in live translation, if you're talking to somebody with a different language like Spanish to English, it will translate everything right there in real time. So you could communicate with like your family or friends or a family member who's somewhere else around the world. You can still at least have a conversation with them, all thanks to AI. And here you can select the different languages as well. And the final one, don't forget, your Samsung has a built-in mini computer because it does have access to DeX. It's the older version, unfortunately, but if you plug this in directly to a USB with a USB-C to HDMI, you're able to use your phone as a little mini computer whenever you have to work with a mouse and keyboard. So in order to get this work, you do need to have like a USB hub to an HDMI like this one. I'll have this one linked in the description down below, but this is the hub that I'm using. It's a normal hub, and just directly plug it into your Samsung and it's mirroring the entire display on the TV, right? But first we have to also put this device in developer mode. So first, go into your mobile settings and scroll down to go into the about phone section and then tap on the about software information. Then in here, you need to tap the build number several times. So this one, just keep spamming. And just like that, we are in developer mode. Just enter the current pin to your mobile device. And then developer mode should be turned on. From here, we need to get out of here and go into that new developer mode option settings. And then in the developer mode tab, just scroll all the way down. It's going to be at the very bottom, but just look for force desktop mode. Enable that, reboot your device, and then go ahead and plug in the USB-C to the HDMI adapter. And you'll see a new welcome window right here. From here, you can basically close your device. And sorry if the camera resolution isn't doing justice here, but as you see, you do have access to multi-window capability. So if you need to work on something on the go, type up a document with Google Docs, go on the web browser on the bigger screen like a portable monitor, you can do it all right here, which is kind of cool. So those are the amazing things that the Z6 Flip can also do. If you'd like to watch more, maybe you missed the previous video I was talking about earlier, check it out right over there where I highlight all the other things you could do with it, including the full tutorial on how to install GoodLux. So you can actually use the front page of your display to like watch YouTube videos or open full apps. My name was Eddie, and thank you so much for watching. Oh, and links to this case will also be in the description for those that were wondering what kind of case I have. It's pretty cool. It also has a built-in kickstand and offers a lot of good protection too. Yeah, I have that linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching.